I think we're live. Hope I got the camera and the mic and everything. Let's see. What's up, Durs? Hey, man, can you hear me? What's up, Larry? Can you guys hear me okay? DJ Links, what's up, dude? Okay, cool. All right. So no issues with the audio, I'm hoping. Hope everybody's doing all right this evening. What's up, Durs? What's up, Larry? DJ Links, glad you guys could show up. Good audio? Cool, thanks. Thank you. I hope you guys have had a good day. Hope all are doing well. I had a pretty good day today. It was a little bit stressful, but overall it was pretty good. I recently took a different position at work, and it was a pay increase. It was a pretty good pay increase, but it's kind of having to learn some different things, so it's a little stressful. Hey, Josh Anderson, what's going on, man? Haven't talked to you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Glad to see you in here. He's a Comic Corner 2.0 brother, and really good dude. He has a channel of his own, and it's a JDA. Comment the name of your channel, Josh. I can't remember. I remember it's like JDA and a number. I can't remember. He says he's just leaving work now. Cool, man. I hope you had a good work day. What's up, Matt? Matt just recently hit 400, and that's an awesome milestone. Congratulations, Matt. Super happy for you on that. That's a really cool. It seemed like it took me forever to hit 400, and dude, you just breezed right to it. So that's congratulations, man. It just goes to show like you're a really good dude, and people see that. And JDA3 Comics, that's Josh Anderson's. Yeah, JDA3. Okay. That is the name of Josh Anderson's YouTube channel. If anybody wants to check that out, he's a pretty cool guy. Like I was saying earlier, Comic Corner 2.0 homie, and really good dude. Everybody's saying what's up to each other. Anybody got anything cool going on tonight? We got Evil Mike. What's up, Scott? Can't stay but stop by to show you some love, buddy. I appreciate it, Mike. I hope you're having a good night, man. I hope you have a great one. I'm just now about to get your package out tomorrow. I'm going to first class it to you just because I feel horrible that it's been weeks and I still haven't gotten it out. I'm just super backed up on that right now. But I'm going to first class that to you, dude. And I got an extra surprise in there for you that I think you'll like. But I hope you have a good evening, man. I guess we can go ahead and get started. I almost didn't do a show tonight because I didn't have a chance to pick up my books. I really haven't picked up anything this week, and I haven't read anything this week. I'm going to go pick up tomorrow, and next week's show, I should have a lot to talk about as far as comic books. But it sucks, man. I didn't have time to grab them. And so I almost did not do the show, but I wanted to do it because I had already, put out stuff about it, and I didn't want to skip the topic and go on. Next week we got Circumstances coming on, so that's going to be a really awesome show. And so I didn't want to push the topic into next week. And but we're going to have Circumstances on. Marcus is the guy that I've looked up to for a long time. He's who got me going into YouTube. And was kind of going to have him on here to talk to us about things that he's got going on, but about, he was just about things in general, about how he's able to live a good life, pretty much. But we'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to start with, like we always do, with the community news. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'll run through what I know is going on. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments if anything, if you guys have anything going on that you want anybody, if you want me to tell everybody else, now's the time to do it. But Brian recently hit 1K, so that's awesome. He hit that 1K milestone. That's really amazing. Brian's a good guy, and you know, just definitely deserves it. He's done a lot for this community. You know, he started the CBC Awards, and even more than that, like every time that I've ever asked him to help me with something, he's always there. And I know that he's like that with everybody. He's just a genuinely good person. So congratulations, Brian, for hitting 1K. Matt, Comments by the Bay, he hit 400. And he's doing a giveaway on his channel. And you need to check out the video, though, for details and watch it all the way through. Because there's important details that he gives out throughout the video, and you're going to want to watch all the way through to get those. I see we got Cole in here, picking and punching. Dude, what's going on, man? That's awesome. I'm glad to see you in here, man. If you guys have never checked out Picking and Punching, he's basically a badass wrestler, and he's a picker and a comic book collector. And he's another channel that I've looked up to for a while. I really like watching the picking content. That's one of my personal favorite types of content to watch. And he does a lot of that on his channel, or he was doing a lot of that on his channel. And I love watching it, but he's such a cool guy. Comiverse, what's up? Tony, what's going on, dude? Glad to see you in here as well. And let's see. We got, I wanted to wish Zachary Crow. He's a member of this community, and he's a very close friend that I work with. Her son, really cool guy. He watches my videos. He watches a lot of you guys' videos in the community. But he's a really cool dude. So everybody wish Zachary Crow a happy birthday. He turns 30 tomorrow. So that's really awesome. I wanted to make sure that I wished him a happy birthday on here. So everybody, if you could, please wish him a happy 30th birthday. Next week on the show, we have Marcus. So we got Circumstances, which is going to be, I'm really looking forward to. And tonight, after this show, we have on Roscoe and Roscoe and TM Nerdy's show, Between the Lines. They're having Trish Forstner on, which if you aren't familiar with Trish Forstner somehow, she is a co-creator of Stray Dogs, and she's a wonderful human being, an amazing person. I've watched several interviews with her, and I'm a fan, and she's a good person, an awesome artist, and she worked on Stray Dogs, so that's cool. She does a lot of I know she's done work on My Little Pony. So any of you bronies out there may be familiar with her work, but she is going to be on Between the Lines at 8:35. So don't miss out on that. I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to that for a while now. Let's see. I want to catch up with the comments before we go any further. I don't want to leave any of you guys out. Let's see. Mike says he's out. Mike, I hope you have a good evening, man. Picking and Punching says Brian is the man. Let's see. Picking and Punching. Thanks for the shout out. Congrats on growing your channel. Once you get close to 1K, hit me up so I can send you some books for a giveaway. Dude, that'd be awesome, man. If you ever need me for anything, dude, I would love to collab with you on something, or just, I don't know. I'd love to check out some of your wrestling matches. That's what I want to see, your wrestling matches, and looking forward to seeing some of your stuff that you got coming. Matt says she's worked on My Little Pony too. Yes, she has worked on My Little Pony. Tony said he's got a few of those Stray Dog horror covers. Yeah, there was a lot of really cool Stray Dogs horror homage covers last year. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this recovery thing. I wanted to do it and kind of wrap it up early so we can all jump over and check out Trish Forstner over there. But let's go ahead. I like to do a moment of silence. Started off with a 10-second moment of silence for those that we may have lost over the last year, and those that unfortunately didn't make it, which is kind of what the topic of this show is tonight. People we've lost in the comic community, your family, close friends. But yeah, we'll do a 10-second moment of silence, and we will follow that by the Serenity Prayer. All right, and I will lead us in the Serenity Prayer. If you don't want to follow, you don't have to. It's just a way that I like starting these. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. And tonight's topic, I wanted to talk about the empty chair in the circle. And if you've never been affiliated or been to recovery, around recovery in any way, you're probably not going to know what that is referring to. The empty chair in the circle is referring to the addict that lost their battle, basically, the ones that didn't make it, the ones that weren't fortunate enough to be sitting here like I am today. And it's when people relapse, a lot of times they don't make it back. Something that you don't realize is, like while you're currently using, you build up this tolerance and then you get clean. And then when something happens and you relapse, you don't have the tolerance that you once did, but you think that you're okay to do the same amount. And then you end up overdosing and that person dies. And that, or just anything, fentanyl, or just, that's in everything nowadays. But I wanted to speak about it. It's weird how, like, when I first went to rehab and I was in detox, usually when you first get into rehab, the first 24 hours, they don't really mess with you. They let you rest because you're in a detox unit and you're basically withdrawing, you're coming down off stuff. So they let you get your rest the first 24 hours. When I first got in there, the first night that I was in there, instead of laying in bed, I wanted to join the meeting. I wanted to go ahead and start participating because I wanted to go ahead and start. I thought the sooner that I started, the sooner that I could, go start living a better life. And I genuinely wanted that. So the first night I joined the meeting, I got out of bed, went to it's the meeting that they do right before they send everybody to bed for the night or whatever, and lights out. And I sat at that meeting, and it was about 10 or 12 of us, somewhere in there. And one of the main counselors that were there told us some interesting statistics about overdoses and about people that she had. I remember this, like, she had me look around the room at everyone. We all looked at each other, and she told us that, the sad statistics are that probably, and I can't remember the exact number, but it was like 3 or 4 out of the 10 of you will not make it, will not be alive next year. And it's kind of weird how that played out. It almost played out like a weird issue of Ice Cream Man to me. I don't know, it's the way it played out. It was really unusual because, while I was at rehab, within the first week, you had a group of people, they kind of all grouped together and they decide that they're going to leave. They're just going to ditch rehab and leave. And so they group up, they all leave together. One of them was this girl, and I didn't know her very well, so I won't say her name. But from what I understood, she was a mother. She had just had a baby. Um, had a pretty good life going for herself. She had just gotten into some bad stuff. And when she left, she was one of the ones that left. And I remember word got back to us at the rehab, like within a week, she was gone. Like she was gone. So it was kind of crazy, like, but it still didn't hit home. You know, it was crazy to actually kind of see that play out, but it still didn't really hit close to home. But it was like, wow, you know, like there's something to this that you know I really do need to straighten my life up. And then you know I go through rehab. You get to know these people. You grow to love them or have love for them. You get really close to these people over the time that you're there, or some of them, anyways. And you know, I get through rehab. I go on. I'm in a halfway house for like another 60 days. This guy Wes that I'm in there with, and I don't mind saying his first name. There's a million Wes's out there. There were multiple Wes's at that place, but his name was Wes. I really grew to like this guy a lot, and he had made it through the rehab. Was had a good amount of clean time. Was at the halfway house. At the halfway house, we're able to leave and go to work. We just had to be back by a certain time. But he would come see me at work. Like he would catch the car bus, ride to my work. He would come see me. It was somebody that I would truly call a friend. And during the time, you know, he gets out of the halfway house, he leaves, and you know, he had gotten a good job and everything. It was crazy, but he ended up passing away. So it's like, then I've got somebody that, you know, at that point I cared about. I cared about this person. So like that one hurt a little bit more. And then the third is there was this dude, Jack, and he was like, me and him were really good friends in rehab, but we grew like even closer, like to the point where we're like brothers. He was like family to me. And I got out of rehab and I went home. I did everything I had to do, and I was able to go home. I went home and began to start living my normal life again, or try to start living a normal life again. And I get a call about, I don't know, like a week and a half after I'm home, and it's Jack telling me basically that he had gotten kicked out of rehab, and he was from Knoxville. I'm in Chattanooga, so he didn't have anywhere to go. Really, really close friend of mine. So of course I went and picked him up. He came back. He lived with me. You know, this was my brother. This was, you know, like I had not had a close guy friend like this since, you know, my teenage years. And this was my brother. We would get up every morning. We would have coffee together. We'd start our day together, listen to country music, drink coffee, and that was just my brother. He was family. Eventually, he gets to the point where he wants to go back home to Knoxville to see his grandpa, because that's the only family that he had, was his grandpa. And you know, so I didn't want him to leave. I wanted him to stay, because I knew that if he went back to Knoxville, that it was bad news. He was going to use, and you know, something bad could happen. And I don't know, I can't remember the exact amount of time, but within a couple of months, my brother Jack had overdosed and died. So it's like, now every time that I see the empty chair in the circle, I always think of Jack. And like it still messes me up to this day. But it's weird though, like how, I don't know what higher power or what God exists. You know, it's beyond my understanding. But it's weird how that was put, like how the examples were placed in front of me. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of crazy. So that was basically what I wanted to share with you guys pertaining that subject. It's not really like a topic that like I could really research or do a lot of information on. It was just kind of more sharing my personal experiences. And unfortunately, they're not all going to be like happy. It's kind of depressing. I almost didn't want to do it because it's like too depressing. But I don't know. I felt like, maybe somebody needed to hear it. But definitely fentanyl's getting people. It's real. Um, the chances of an overdose after you've gotten cleaned up are definitely far greater. It's a mistake that a lot of people make, and it's definitely a mistake that I would never want to see anyone that I cared about make. As far as, let's see. Yeah, I think that's all that I really had pertaining to that. Like I said, I didn't have much. It's not really something that I could research a whole lot, but I wanted to share like the stories. Um, Nornrad 82, I can relate. Yeah, dude. Like I figured, like sometimes sharing little stories like that. Even though I may not have worded it maybe the best way that I wanted to, just kind of on the spot. Uh, I don't know. It helps other people to hear stuff like that. And like I think it's bad to get into too many war stories, like kind of glamorizing it, but I think it's a great thing, just to talk about stuff like that. And every time that I think about like going back and using, I think about Jack, and I think about like how good a person this dude was. Like he was an amazing writer, songwriter. He was an amazing singer. He was funny as hell, and it's just crazy how like I don't normally let a whole lot of people in, and I let him in and got really close to him for him to be taken like that. It was an experience I was obviously meant to have. Uh, but yeah, dude, really crazy, really crazy. Um, but as far as like comic books though, I did not have a chance to stop and pick up my books this week, so that definitely sucks. I do have some new Marvel Legends stuff though. I don't know if you guys are into, like I really like Marvel Legends. I don't know if you guys are into them or not, but if you guys want to see them, Norn Rad 82. I lost my little sister to an overdose. Um, yeah, dude, I've lost a lot of really close friends to overdose, and that was just like stories of people recently. I lost, dude, I broke down just in tears the other day, just being real with y'all, because that's what I do on this show. I literally broke down in tears and messaged a friend of mine named Adam. This house that I moved into about 3 or 4 months ago. If Adam were alive, I would live really close to him. So I think about him a lot now. But he got lost in that whole world, and he's no longer with us. It deteriorated his body, and I've lost a lot of real close friends that way too, and it sucks. Picking and Punching says, I'm glad to hear you are staying strong. I have, I'm not gonna lie, I do smoke the occasional marijuana here and there, but other than that, I don't use any substances at all. I haven't in over 3 years as of January 6th, so um, definitely staying strong as far as that goes, and just trying to do it for other people at this point. Trev, dude, what's up, man? Trev popped in here. Did I miss anybody else? Travis, what's up? Roscoe, damn, I'm missing people. I'm over here blabbing and I'm missing people. Cali Comics, dude, what's up, Cali? Shit, I'm shaking the stand everywhere. Oh, I don't have any cool comics to show, but anybody like Marvel Legends? There's He Who Remains. There's no real like couldn't figure out a good way to I don't know. It's kind of weird to some of these topics. It's kind of hard to go into to comics from, but luckily I don't have comics to show this week. There's Emma Frost. I picked her up too. But I'm gonna go grab some comic books this week. Throw me some recommendations. What do you guys recommend? Because I didn't get any from this past week. What did you guys read this past week that was really good that you would recommend me picking up? Please let me know because I want to go get a good stack tomorrow. I haven't had a good stack of reading material. Here's Maverick. Picked him up. I think he's like a little bit of an older Legends. I think he was the part of the strong guy wave. But I recently went down this rabbit hole, and I've been doing a lot of shorts on Marvel Legends and Funko Pops and stuff lately, and that's been helping me grow. There is Gwenpool. I really like that one a lot. Gwenpool. World's Finest. Sheriff says love the Legends. I appreciate it, dude. Here's Zombie Iron Man. I almost didn't get this one because it's like the new boxes. You can't. I'll show you an example. The new boxes don't have the little plastic windows in the front where you can see into them. So, like, to me, this Iron Man figure didn't look as good on the front of the box as it did when you take it out. When you take it out and look at it up close, it looks really good and it's got a lot of good detail, but you can't really tell it when you look at the picture on the box. But you can see like his rib cage right there. But he looks really cool out of the box. Matt said, I want your intact Archangel. That's an old school Toy Biz Archangel from the 90s. And I found it at an antique mall for like $1, I think. What you guys got going on tonight? What's everybody doing after you leave here and after Between the Lines with Trish Forstner, of course? What are you guys getting into tonight? Matt says, well worth $1. Yeah, hell yeah, of course. Picking and punching. Gwenpool's dope. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Matt said sleep. Matt's gonna sleep. Dude, I'm so tired, to be honest. That was another thing. Like, I almost was just like, I don't want to do the live this week. I'm just gonna, but that's a dangerous thing for me to start, because when I start, I just won't do it. Like, that snowballs for me. And next thing you know, no more lives anymore. Norman said, Chroma. What's Chroma? Kroma. Am I saying that right? What is that? Tony, waiting on the impending ice storm. So you guys have some torrential weather moving in, I take it. It's just been kind of, here in Chattanooga, it's just been sprinkling all day, kind of like misting, I guess. It's been really gloomy for the last couple of weeks, which can affect your mood, I guess. It can make you tired. Norton says it's about a world with no color. Interesting. Now, is that a comic book, or is that a is it a book, like a regular book, or? Now, Tony, remind me where you're at. Remind me where you're at again. Oh, it's a comic book. Dude, I'm gonna write that down right now. World's Finest. Arkansas. I've worked in Arkansas before. I did a job in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I also, let's see, Hot Springs. We worked in Hot Springs, and it was one of the crazy. Roscoe, got to get ready for the show. Appreciate you, Scott. Dude, Roscoe, thanks for showing up, man. I will see you guys for your show here shortly, and I can't wait. But yeah, I did a job in Hot Springs. We were out there. It's like one of the hardest jobs I've ever done. It was -9 degrees in the Ozark Mountains on a tractor for like 12 hours at a time. It was crazy, but I made enough to literally buy a car when I got back home. I'm around Jones. Tony said I'm around Jonesboro in northeast Arkansas. Okay, I think I was like in northwest. I remember passing through the Ozark Mountains, and it was beautiful though. It was really beautiful. I remember a lot of dry counties, and let's see, there was a school we worked at, and it was like the Mule Riders was their mascot, which I thought was funny. It was a small school. But, I was doing like athletic field construction at the time, which was really cool for like the year that I did it. I got to go work at some really cool colleges. I got to work at Vanderbilt. That's where I got this hat. I got to work at University of Cincinnati. I got to travel some really cool places, but it kind of ran its course. Let's see. But yeah, I basically don't have anything this week. Oh well. But next week though, next week's gonna be awesome though. Next week I'm going to have my brother Marcus Circumstances, Comic Book Circumstances, on the show. I'm gonna be talking to him about recently he did a collab thing with Beckerman, and they were retelling the story of West. It was from West Coast Avengers, and it was about Hawkeye and Mockingbird, and I really liked it. It was basically Marcus doing the narrating, and Beckerman, uh, guiding you till it. Oh, it's hard to explain. You just need to go check it out. It's on the Comic Vikings, I think. Is that what it's called? Is it? Somebody remind me in the comments. Is it the Comic Viking? Is that what is that the channel that the video's on? But anyways, it's really cool though. I want to talk to him about that because I want to hear more about that. I want to talk to him about the meme that was going around with him last week, and I thought that was pretty funny. And I wanted to talk to him a little bit about like where he gets the inspiration from for all these memes that he comes out with, and so I'm really looking forward to talking with Marcus next week, and so that one's going to be a good one. I got some real good ones lined up though, guys. I got I'm trying to kind of alternate it where I'll do like just a show where like I'm kind of hardcore doing like a recovery thing, but then the next week I'll have a cool guest and we'll either talk about recovery or we'll talk about some positive stuff or just some comic book stuff, whatever. But I have some really cool guests lined up. I actually got a big guest lined up myself, which I'm not going to talk about just yet, but he did confirm that he'll come on and he's going to hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait till I can tell you guys about that one a little bit more. But we got some really cool guests coming. Kenneth, dude, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. And I don't know. I guess I'm going to wrap it early so we can all get our snacks, our popcorn ready for this Geek Out with Roscoe and TM Nerdy Between the Lines show with Trish Forstner as a special guest. Thanks for showing up, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, Comic Vet popping in. Hey, thanks for popping in. Thank you guys for showing up. Like I said, I didn't have much this week. I didn't make it by the shop, so I didn't even have any comic books. So, but it is what it is. It'll be a better show next week. Thank you guys so much. If anybody needs me from now till next week, you can always hit me up. I'm always willing to talk or let somebody vent, help you out any way I can. And I hope you guys have a great night. And I hope you guys all pop over and check out Trish. I know I've said that like 50 times, but I'm really excited about that. But guys, have a great night. Thanks for showing up.